Hello everyone and welcome back to Saiyan Squabbles. I am yours truly, Papa Ping Pong, here to bring you the analysis of the black unison cards. So this one took me a little bit longer to come out with for a few reasons. One, I'm going through some personal stuff right now outside of the virus. Two, the virus itself, the pandemic. Three, the black cards are very interesting as they are more support for other archetypes, and then a little bit unique in their own way. And I wanted to look at it a little more before I just spit it out. I didn't want to go in as blind on this one. But yeah, so we're going to actually start with the starter deck cards this time for black, because there's only one black leader that comes in the starter deck, and that is Vegeta, Zeno, and Trunk Zeno. So he's got a permanent. You can only play mono black battle cards, so you can still run Furthering Destruction, Champa, and stuff like that for Double Strike, or the Kai, God Strike Beerus, if that ever came back. But active main once per turn, burst 5, draw 1 card. That is perfect. I think that we're going to see power creeping for black leaders. I think their burst, or stuff to get stuff in the drop area, if they interact with the drop area, is going to be increased to an average of 4 rather than 3. I think it's going to be really important, honestly. The burst kind of increases because of the amount that they rely on their drop area now. Especially with this leader, because I think this leader is going to be really good. I think he is one of my most hyped cards this set. But anyways, Awaken. When your life is at 4 or less, or you have 20 more cards in your drop area, another alternate awakening condition that we talked about last time. You may draw 1 card, choose one of your energies, switch to active mode, add cards from your life to your hand until you have only 6 cards in your life, and flip this card over. I like that they're doing that, so you can't just be like Victory Struck or something like that. You get a little bit of advantage out of your life even without Self-Awakeners, but there are Self-Awakeners. But we'll awaken Vegex, the Unsung Fusion Hero. Permanent, same as the back. Permanent, sparking 20. If you lose the game by running out of cards in your deck, shuffle your drop area into your deck instead. So this is important because it's encouraging you to not run Overwhelm in this deck, which is very unique. It seems they're really trying to push a black Saiyan archetype, which we're going to get into, which I'm super hyped for. Active main once per turn, draw 1 card, then mill 5. So the draw 1, just remember that ordering. Then choose up to 1 of your black unison cards and it gets double strike for the turn. This deck is going to heavily focus around the double strike. Or the unison card, so that's pretty good. And the fact that he has to draw one without attacking, you know, that's just, I kind of think is the natural progression of non-aggressive decks. But yeah, I'm really hyped for this leader. I think he's going to be great. I think he's going to be at least tier 2, tier 1 potentially. I think he will be tier 1, but then we got Super Saiyan Gotenks, Fusion of Friendship. Our unison card, 0 specified cost, and that's going to be a trend for all the black unison cards, I believe. 5k power. If your leader card is a black Saiyan card, when this card is placed in your drop area from your deck by a skill, and you don't have a unison card in play, you may play this card from your drop area with a marker on it. So he comes out as a 1 cost if you mill him, basically. And for a +2 effect, active main, choose 1 card in your hand and discard it. This card gets plus 10k power. That synergizes really well with the Universe 3 stuff. Also makes him a 15k swing, so he basically comes out with 3 markers no matter how you play it. Unless, of course, you hard cast him for more. And then for -4 active main, he gets 20k power and dual attack. So this combined with the leader effect, he becomes a double strike dual attack, 25 double strike dual attack. So yeah, I really like this guy. I think he's going to be very good. I think he's going to be being played a lot with this leader at the very least. Anyways, we got Time Agent Vegeta, 4 cost unique, permanent. If this card be removed from battle area, it is sent to its owner's warp instead. Auto, if your leader card is a black Saiyan card, when this card is placed in your drop area from your deck by a skill, you may play this card from your drop area. Active battle once per turn for 2 energy. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards that energy costs of 3 or less and send it to its owner's warp. So he's a 4 cost, so and unique, so you can only have 1 on board, but he's a 4 cost, so when you play him, you get a 19k swing in, and then you can Viara from Universe 3 into him. Active battle once per turn, just the fact that you can do this once per turn is kind of nice. For 2 energy, choose one of your opponent's battle cards that energy costs 3 or less and send it to its owner's warp. So a little bit of spot removal. I don't think that makes this card too much better, but it's nice to have, especially since it's active battle. And you're going to be making a lot of free plays, so you're going to have a little bit of extra energy. But I think that this Vegeta is going to be seeing play because he's a 4 cost with this leader. But other than that, I don't think he's that great. But due to the fact that he's a 4 cost, Oh wait, hold on. No, okay. Okay, yeah, this can be used at the VR, right? Yeah, it can be. Good card though overall because of that. Then we got Time Agent Trunks, who's a 3-cost, an Agrishi target. Unique, blocker. Auto, when this card is played, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Auto, if your leader card is a Black Sand card, when this card is placed in your drop area from your deck by a skill, you may play this card from your hand. So again, milled by leader effect, you get to play him, self-awaken a little bit, and blocker. So that's always nice, and an Agrishi target. So then we got Supreme Kai Time, Guardian of Space Time. 1 cost, 4k, auto. If you have 5 of those cards in your hand, when this card is used in a combo, it gets plus 5k combo power for the battle. If your card is a Black Sand card, then this card is placed in your drop area from your deck by a skill. You can play this card from your drop area. So this card doesn't have to be in your hand to be used in a combo. So if you spam a board of 4 of these in late game, you are missing most of your hand, you get 40k from your board for free. So I think she's good. Honestly, I don't think any of these cards are bad. I think they're all good to great. So we'll get into the booster itself. Actually, I think it starts on 4. Yep, it does. Alright, so we got our first SR Unison. We got Shenron, Unison of Rescue. He's a 10k permanent. This card can't attack. If you lose a marker from an attack, you crit a life instead. Cool. Oh yeah, and also no specified cost. Forgot to mention that. For +1 active main, you may choose one of your skills battle cards. If you do, it gets double strike, then draw 1 card. And it's for the turn, in case that matters, because I believe some stuff can restand skillless cards. Active main, if you have no skills battle cards in play, play 1 skills battle card with energy cost of 2 or less from your drop area, and it's a +0. So I don't think we're ever going to be using that, because you want to get to this -7, which is active main, play all skills battle cards from your drop area. I like this guy a lot, I really do. I think he can be good. 10k, he's going to be hard to keep on board, because he needs 7, and this guy, if he gets hit by double strikes, he's set back 2 turns. But if the nice thing is, I don't know if you're going to have to crit 3 life for losing 3 markers, or if it's just from an attack. I think it's just from an attack. I don't think it's for damage, but you know, Shenron normally stays at high life if you run some Shenron, but it's skillless, so I don't know, it's just weird. I still like it though. Alright, so we got Majin Buu, Wickedness Incarnate, 4-drop 20k, so VR target. Also Turles target. Active main for 1 energy. If your leader card is black and all your energy is black, you can send this card from your drop area to your warp. You can't activate the active main skill on copies of this card for the turn. At the end of the turn, you may choose 1 card in your hand, black card in your hand, discard it. If you do, draw 2 cards. Cool. It's a cheaper, slightly worse Saiyan Instincts for black. Neat. Bardock the Resolute, a card I didn't think needed to exist. A 0 combo cost, 15k, 3-cost card, double strike, unique. If your leader card is red, when your opponent's life is added to their hand and placed in the drop area by a skill, you may play this card from your hand. You hit them with, if this is red-green Broly, and you hit them with critical, you can, yeah, you can play this card from your hand, and he's double strike, and then auto once per turn when your opponent activates a counter skill, switch this card to active mode. So this is going to be, I think, just a great finisher. He's double strike dual attack, basically, if your opponent negates the first attack. So they're gonna probably want to let the first attack go through, to be honest, and just combo out of it, depending. But unique, so you can only have 1 on board, and he has 0 combo cost, which I think is smart, so you're not going to be as encouraged to combo him off. But yeah, so then we got this card, which I think is super powerful, one of the best cards of the set. Son Goku Power Legend, same as the Bardock, 0 combo cost. Critical, unique, if your leader card is green, when one of your cards makes an opponent discard a card, when one of your card's skills makes your opponent discard a card, you may play this card from your hand. So a free critical for 1 Cell's Kamehameha. It's pretty strong. Active main, when this card is sent to its, or send this card to its owner's warp, and you can't play copies of this card for the turn. So if you use this effect, you are hard locked to 1 a turn. And I guess unique, so you can only do 1 of these a turn. Okay, so that's good. That's a little better. But choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards that energy costs 4 less and send it to its owner's warp. So a little bit of spot removal after the swing. There's no reason to not do it, in my opinion, if there's an option after the attack. Especially because he's going to be in rest mode with 0 combo cost. Yeah, I think he's really good. I don't think he needed to exist, but maybe the format's pivoting in a direction I'm not sure about. But anyways, So we got Vegeta, Demonstration of Might, 3-drop 15k, overwhelm for 3, choose this card, one of your black battle cards, that energy costs 3 or less, summon to their warp, draw 1 card. Cool, that's important for the next card we're going to get into. Trunks, Elite Descendant, 3 cost, 15k, overwhelm 3 for 1 energy. When this card is played using overwhelm, play up to 1 Vegeta Zeno with an energy cost of 3 from your deck in rest mode, then shuffle your deck. A lot of people already know there's the Mass Saiyan target that plays the old SR. Yeah, the old Black Mass Saiyan SR. There's the Vegeta that goes into that people are buying out like crazy. That plays him, that plays this if you're looking for draws, and that plays, I believe, it plays Time Regulator, and I believe there's one more decent target, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, and then he's just 15k swing, so that's nice. Vegex, Burning Impact Unleash, 7-drop, Double Strike, Zeno Evolve on Vegex, Zeno with an energy cost of 6. When this card attacks, choose a 20 opponent's battle cards and send it to its owner's warp. Cool. Double Strike, you get to attack something, you get to warp something when you attack, and he's at 30k, so your opponent's probably going to be taking this. And it's a Zeno Evolve, so it comes in active mode, because you're warping the bottom card. But anyways, I don't think he's fantastic, I just think he's cool. We'll determine more based on this. So Vegex, Space-Time Synthesis, 6-drop, 25k, so this is where you're going to be warping. So he's Double Strike for Union for 3 for a Trunks Zeno and Vegeta Zeno. You can choose cards in your warp when choosing to Union for the skill from your hand. And when this card is played, choose one battle card that energy costs 4 or less from your warp and add it to your hand. So that's cool. You can warp these two, add 1 back to your hand after playing him, after unioning them. Excuse me. So I wonder, do they stay in the warp or do they go to the drop? Oh wait, no, they go under the card. I forget, this is Union Patara, not Union Fusion. But that's cool. So 3 energy, you get a Double Strike, you get to recover something, and then you get to play this guy for free. I do wish this guy's dual attack, not Double Strike, to get that double removal, but I guess that might be a little too strong for 3 energy. Probably is, actually, so maybe not. So they're pretty good, though. I like them. Demigod, the Sinister Sorcerer, 5 cost, overwhelm 5. When this card attacks, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and sends it to the warp. If the card your opponent sent to the warp was a battle card, combo with it. We've seen this Demigod before. I think this one's just free, but 1 more overwhelm, I believe. Cool. Mira, Explosion of Energy, Critical Barrier, or 5-drop 20k. Critical Barrier, when this card is played, your opponent chooses 2 cards in their hand and sends them to the warp. Auto, choose 2 cards in your hand and send them to their warp. When one of your opponent's cards attacks, negate the attack, then negate the skill for the turn. This is really good. I think this is an homage to the old SR. I think it's what it's supposed to be, unless it's not, of Mira. I think this is going to be a very good potential target, and I think Mira is going to be taking a more aggro approach this format. Because we're getting into one of the best cards this set, without a doubt. Mira, Faithful Servant, 2-drop 10k. Active main, if you don't have any battle cards in play this card from your hand. Cool, so Black is pretty good at that. Excuse me. Active main, for 3 energy, choose up to 1 Mira card with an original energy cost 5 in your hand and play it on top of this card. So you can play this guy on top of him. Or you can play Mira Self-Reformation and go into Mira Creator Absorbed turn 3. Which is exactly what I've been saying for Toa. That's what Toa needs to become better. She needs to become a turn faster. You're probably not going to be running time regulators anymore, but these guys I'm sure will take the time regulator spot. Yeah, so I still think that's really good. Then we got Toa, Twisted Sister, 1-drop SR. This is our second of 3 SRs, I believe, out of Black. Counterplay, play this card. When this card is played, draw 1 card and then shuffle up to 1 card from your opponent's drop area into their deck. I like that Black is interacting a lot with your opponent's drop area now. I think that is very important for this game. It adds another layer because there's stuff like Sparking, etc. Shenron, yeah, you know, if Shenron ever comes back. And at the very least, you're drawing 1. And this does not have to be on your opponent's turn, which I think is the best part about this card. You can do this on your turn as well. So if you have 1 energy life and your opponent's at 2 life, has 5 cards in drop, you can tap 1, play this, make your opponent shuffle that, and you don't have to worry about Sparking anymore for a double strike hit or something. But yeah, so I think she's really good. Toa, Secret Maneuver. Auto, 2-drop 15k. Auto, once per turn when this card is played or attacks, look at up to the 5 cards to the top of your deck, add up to 1 Demon Realm raised card among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. She's fine, but I think her 1-drop Searcher is just better. Gravy, the Dark Sorcerer, another one that's like the Bardock and Goku. So Gravy, the Dark Sorcerer, 5k, unique blocker. If your leader card is blue, when your energy your opponent's energy leaves an energy area due to a skill, you may play this card from your hand. Auto, when this card is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill or KO'd, choose up to 1 of your energy and switch it to active mode. That's fine. This can be played with Demigra if you really want to, if Demigra needs to restand that 1 energy. But I don't think he's that great overall. Poutine, the Dark Sorcerer. Sorry, there we go. Poutine, the Dark Sorcerer. Bury your unique. If your leader card is yellow, when an opponent's card is switched to rest mode by 1 of your card's skills, you can play this card from your hand. Auto, once per turn. When your opponent plays a battle card using a skill or activates a counter skill, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and switch to rest mode. I think this is a lot better than the Gravy, and this can see some application, but I don't think it's going to be insane. I think it's just a decent card, a decent sideboard option if you're a yellow leader and you don't know what else to side. Secret Identity, Mass Saiyan. Overrealm 6, when this card is played using Overrealm, choose any of your opponent's battle cards. Any number of your opponent's battle cards add up to the total energy cost of 6 or less and send them to their owner's warp. Yes, we've gotten Mass Saiyans like this before, but this guy can warp blockers and stuff, so he's cool. He's fine. So the card everyone is talking about, card that I'm going to give my 2 cents on right now. Meshikabura, the Broken Seal. 2-drop 15k, Deflect. When this card is played, declare an original energy cost and character name. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, your opponent can't play cards with both declared name and original energy cost, and you can't play copies of this card during your next turn. Active main, once per turn. Add up to 1 Dark Dragon Ball card from your deck to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Oh, sorry about that. So that's a big book of text. Deflect, so this guy basically can't have his skills negated when he's played. You have to declare a character name and a specific energy cost. Yeah, that's good. That's very good, especially if you're trying to stall out a win condition, or if you saw your opponent, pick up Victory Strike and they're going to play it next turn. This guy can only be played pretty much twice a game, if possible, if you even want to do it twice a game. But you can't do it in succession anyway. But if your deck is only playing 1 win condition, you're probably not going to win anyways, or it's going to be a lot harder for you to win. So this is going to be introducing a lot of new ways to play, I think. And then the fact that he could just +1 straight up after he's played is always nice too. I'm sure when more Dark Dragon Balls come out, they're going to become stronger and stronger. But, or this guy's going to become stronger and stronger. But I think he's great. I think he's probably one of the best sideboard cards you can put in. But I don't think he's game breaking. I still think he's super strong though. So good, really good card. Burning Impact. I'm really excited for this negate, and I think people should be talking about it. 1-drop Burning Impact. Counter attack. You don't negate the attack, which is the only bad part about this card in my opinion, but you shuffle 2 battle cards from your opponent's drop area into their deck. I think that is insanely good. You're getting rid. This affects so many matchups. This can affect Gogeta. It can affect Boo. It can affect Hachiyak. It can affect Successor of any kind. It can affect Piccolo, stuff like that. And then permanent. If you have a Unison card in play, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost. I think this card is fantastic. I don't think it's the best card in the set, or even I don't think it's even top 10. Maybe top 10, but definitely not top 5. But I think this is really, really good. A great sideboard card, anyways. Time Bullet. Counterplay. If you have a Unison card in play, if the battle card being played is energy cost of 2 or less, it's sent to the owner's warp instead of being played. 2 or less is not very good, but if you can activate this card's counter skill by choosing 2 cards in your hand and discarding them without paying its energy cost. So it becomes a free 2-drop counter play removal, but I don't know what you're really going to be wanting hitting that's a 2 or less this format. On that skill of Shenron becomes really good, then we're going to be wanting to hit that, but meh. Yeah, so that's it. That's my review of the black cards. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think black is really good, but I think this is just support to a bunch of stuff, and that's really it. I don't think there's really an archetype here. The leader is fantastic. I do think black is going to be somewhat meta relevant, or a new type of black, like that Vegix leader. I do think it's going to be meta relevant, at least at first, because aggro is always the debut format for a new archetype or a new set. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. See ya!